So there is now a petition out for all the problematic Genshin Impact VAs to be recast. And with the last petition video that we made getting over an extra 1,000 freaking signatures, you can bet your bottom dollar Old Paper Bag Boy is going to cover this one. But let's start with this article talking about the CN fan base that's literally mad at the game. It says, bro, just please recast her. Genshin Impact fans frustrated by Paimon's English VA's comments on recent controversy. This one gets crazy, boys. This gets nuts. The recent Genshin Impact Kinich VA recast controversy is still ongoing, with more and more of the player base joining in every day with their 2 cents. While the community's reaction was more or less in favor of the SAG-AFTRA strike, the English VAs, in the beginning, the tide has now turned overwhelmingly against the English cast, with the Genshin Impact Chinese community calling for a recast of the English VAs. That's what I'm fucking talking about, baby. That's what Old Paper Bag Boy wants. He wants the entire problematic English VAs to be recast. All the ones that supported this absolutely mafia-style union, this absolutely break your freaking kneecap-style union, you know what I'm saying? This predatory union, all the ones that have an incentive for it to actually succeed in strong-arming the freaking company and to getting their way. Well, guess what? Old Paper Bag Boy wants them gone, baby. Paimon's VA, Karina Boetker, has been very vocal about this issue from the onset, directly criticizing Jacob Takanashi for taking away the role of Kinich from an actor who was on strike. Recently, a TikTok posted by them regarding this controversy surfaced online, which soon made its way to r/Genshin Impact, baby. That's what I'm talking about, the freaking Reddit for Genshin Impact. Of course, boys. That's where it always starts. You know we're all in there. You know we're all in there. We can try to hide it all we want, but you and me, we both know we get on that motherfreaker daily, okay? So, oh God, dude. The TikTok consists of Karina commenting on how if voice actors, both non-union and union in a video game, want a game to go union, the game should go union, and that nobody else's opinion that is super wrong anyway matters. This did not go over well with the majority of viewers, who did not take kindly to Karina calling the Genshin Impact community idiots, because she did. She called all of us idiots. Reacting to this, Historical said, bro, please just recast her. At this point, this seems to be the opinion shared by the majority of the fan base, who have been calling for a recast of Paimon. This has led to some animosity towards the character of Paimon herself. Players have been encouraging each other to remember that Karina only plays the role of Paimon in one dub and not Paimon herself. And if you remember, dude, a lot of the freaking fans of the game literally prefer the old Paimon over Karina Boetker's literal screeching ears version. Like that is somehow supposed to be a decent freaking voice acting job. You know what I mean? Karina needs to be fired like yesterday. This from Simedge. Meanwhile, U-Simedge also agreed with the general sentiment, saying that Karina needs to be replaced immediately. And Aster J saying, didn't mention AI once, lol, mask off. She is so insufferable. Please recast. Oh God, dude. Aster J helpfully remarked that throughout the entirety of the video, Karina never once brought up the initial reason behind the SAG-AFTRA strike. You know why? Because it's not a freaking strike. It is a collective work refusal, and the reason why they're doing it doesn't make sense, and they know it, which is the exact reason why SAG-AFTRA didn't strike the game, because even SAG-AFTRA knows that their reason is fucking bullshit. Okay? The need for protection from unethical AI usage. A big portion of the player base shares this opinion and feels that this issue is now straying from its original cause. It is being used as a tactic to force Genshin Impact into becoming a union project. Not just Genshin Impact, by the way, boys. The most of the freaking gaming and entertainment industry. SAG-AFTRA is doing a blanket-wide sweep strike against all of them under the Trojan horse of AI protections to allegedly, this is an opinion here, not a statement of fact, to allegedly monopolize the industry, okay? As U-Gamewoods put it, Hoyoverse already has AI protections by way of Chinese anti-AI laws. That's what I'm talking talking about, baby. I love the truth. Don't you guys just love the truth when these predatory freaking people, these predatory VAs come out and try to get their way through unethical means, and then the truth just comes out like a freaking bomb, drops a bomb on their fucking heads, and literally it's impossible for them to exist anymore, dude. The public just turns against them in an instant. So this move by the English VAs feels like they are forcing Hoyoverse to turn Genshin Impact union. They're trying to turn the entire entertainment industry union. And here he says the VAs want Genshin to go union for a long time. So that's incentive to lie and push your narrative. Like, they have to see how this sounds, right? You knew the game was non-union when you joined. Why does Genshin have to be a union now, years later? Why are we forcing Hoyo to go union? They already have AI protections in place. There's no reason for it. There is a reason for it, boys, and it's to monopolize the fucking industry. Jesus Christ. Contributing to this debate had the following to say. Fabulous Bag 3919 had the following to say. Oh, we just joined a non-union project and break our union rule, and when the game became more successful, we will force the game to switch to union to protect. Trust me, it's good for everyone. You can easily join the union for chump change at $3,000, which, by the way, is extremely cheap. And don't forget the annual fee. Every non-union VA are supporting SAG anyway, brother. No, they're not. No, they're not. The majority of the community on both Reddit and X seems to agree with this particular viewpoint, mentioning how the goalpost has now shifted from AI protections to strong arming Hoyoverse into turning Genshin into a union project. Are you Rashahana chimed in, saying that this kind of behavior was further dragging SAG-AFTRA's image down. Shit like this drags whatever image SAG has down to the murky depths, lol. Not only is she bullying voice actors within the industry, she's claiming an air of superiority for not even being part of the union to begin with, lol, because she's a Taft-Hartley. SAG's now permanently associated with voice actors who think it's okay to demean, belittle fans and voice actors alike. Absolutely great for the cause. I know, right, dude? It's terrible. This feeling is also shared by many who think that the overhaul behavior displayed by the English voice actors hasn't helped their cause and has instead turned people away from it and against them, as evident from the thousands of people demanding for Karina to be replaced. Yeah, dude, it's not even a freaking joke. Literally just since yesterday, due to my video, we have gotten an extra 1,000 signs on that petition, literally just because I linked it as quote-unquote source material. Why did the Genshin Impact Kinich VA controversy start in the first place? After version 5.5 updated, Kinich's VA will be updated to Jacob Takanashi. This change only applies to new content in version 5.5. Historical content will be gradually updated in subsequent versions, and this starting from Genshin 5.5, who announced on X that he was grateful for the role and happy to join the team. However, this announcement received a lot of flack from quite a few other English voice actors, such as Karina Boetker, Kaylee Mills, Brianna Nickbrocker. Literally, if you guys remember, Kaylee Mills literally tried to dox Jacob Takanashi, dox how much money he made, dox the fact that he just bought a house, and then tried to say that he didn't need the money for the freaking role, like that even affected public opinion to begin with. And Shara Kirby, to name a few, these VAs severely criticized Jacob for taking away the role of Kinich from an actor who was currently on strike. This controversy has been ongoing since then, with the majority of Genshin Impact player base calling out the English VAs for bullying Takanashi and being extremely unprofessional. So now that you guys know exactly what the hell is going on, and this coming from a site that actually sides with SAG-AFTRA, is even against the freaking voice actors of Genshin Impact, well, let's just get into the freaking petition against them. Recast English Paimon and Candace, Sucrose, Keking, and Hu Tao. Literally freaking insane, dude. All the problematic VAs, they want them all gone. Like, are you kidding me? Due to the SAG-AFTRA situation, voice actors have gone on strike due to AI threatening their jobs, but things have gone overboard, and it's no longer about AI. It never was, buddy. It was a gods. It was a Trojan horse. It was a weaponization of the moral high ground to literally increase the fucking money in their own wallets. These people are unethical and immoral. They will do anything to get ahead. You have to understand that. The Genshin Impact voice actors Shara Kirby, Valeria Rodriguez, which is Sucrose, Brianna Hutao, Kaylee Mills Kecking, and Karina Boecker Paimon went on a witch hunt attacking Jacob Takanashi, new Kinich VA, simply because he took the job of the old VA because he refused to work. These VAs are unprofessional, entitled, and an embarrassment to English voice actors. I support Hoyo removing them and recasting the characters. And guess what, buddy? I do too, baby. I do too. Especially whenever they're trying to strong arm a freaking non-union game to begin with that even SAG-AFTRA did not designate as strike worthy. It is a collective work refusal. Hoyoverse remains every right to fire them without union busting. Okay, it's not a strike, so they can fire them because they're not even a union. They're not being striked. They're not even a union game, and they're not being striked. It's a collective work refusal. Hoyoverse absolutely has the right to absolutely fire them, which is why these petitions matter, folks. These petitions can actually make change. They tell Hoyoverse that what they're thinking is actually okay to do with the player base. That's what that says. And whenever I look this up, I've already signed these petitions, folks. They do work. They absolutely do work. And whenever I looked it up, it says signing these absolutely can affect sway, and that anything over 1,000 has a higher chance of working. So signatures of over 1,000, which I guarantee you we will get after this video. Featured comments, no more replacement. If Rachel Ziegler taught us anything, it's that the entertainment industry is better off cutting ties with employees that are unprofessional, bullies, and act like entitled brats over immediately before they single-handedly destroy the entire project they are working on and their own lives. It'll be in the freaking description and the comments as source material, baby. But what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think? Paper or plastic? Paper being good, plastic being bad, baby. Paper being that organic, crisp, clean, good shit that we need in the freaking Genshin Impact voice acting community, and plastic being that shit Karina Boecker was smoking on the day she made that toilet video, baby. What do you guys think? Paper or plastic? You guys let me know down below. Also, join the 10K squad, baby. 10K. We're on the road to 10K. Every 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a huge shout out to the #1 community spotlights. Okay, we'll probably do the top 10 community spotlights to top 100. Okay, so you gotta like, comment, and subscribe to join. And those with the most hearts for me will literally get a big shout out on the videos that I know will do the best. So make sure to drop some freaking banger juicy comments, baby. But anyways, I'm going with plastic. These motherfreakers are plastic as fuck. Fluck. These motherfreakers are fluckers. These motherfluckers. Anyways, boys, these motherfreakers are plastic. These dudes are plastic as all get out, dude. They literally are so full of themselves. They're basically mannequins. They're smoking plastic on the daily, baby. All right, boys, but that's it for me. I just broke my fucking voice. All right, boys, GG's, peace.